Hello Twitch, hello everyone. Welcome on in. Um I'm not sure what kind of a nail stream this is gonna be, but I'm missing two peelies thanks to the keyboard attempt that I made last night mainly. And so at the very least I want to take that off. I thought about sticking them back on, but I didn't think it was worth it. I don't think they'd have come off if I hadn't been going that hard with the keyboard either. Like, I kind of almost took it off yesterday, and then I was like, no, I'll save it for stream on Wednesday. Gonna do the usual start a stream things. Of course, if you are in the future watching on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe if you love nail art. Nail art is my biggest simple little pleasure, and that's what this here channel is mainly all about. And if you would like to join me live, hello Twitter, please feel free to come follow at twitch.tv/ColetteMSLP. So I hope I only tweeted that once because it acted a little bit weird, but I think we're good. And Discord is done. And I'm feeling like discombobulated. TBH. I pulled out the box where I have all the Christmas stuff, and this is the glitter I was able to salvage from what was accidentally dumped out inside, and I don't know if I want to put it back in the jar or not because it's got like it's got bean hairs in it. It's got like little, I don't even know what this is, little piece of dust and just like little stuff, and there's fucking holographic glitter like all over the place. And hey son, so I'm a little bit irritated with that. I don't know, I was initially thinking that this was going to be a 12 days of Christmas stream, but I was also initially thinking that I would get started earlier, and I don't know why I thought I would be able to get away with that, because all that snow fucking needed to be dealt with. And like, the more I look at this, the more I'm like, I just don't know if pouring it back in is a good idea. Like, there's so many, if I can see this many little things, and I'm not sure like how much actually is coming across on camera. I should zoom you guys in. But like, I don't know how much more is there that I'm like not even noticing, but that certainly I would notice once it fucked up a manicure. So, but on the other hand, like, I don't want to waste this much glitter. Like, I don't know how this container came open. I honestly don't. I don't think I've even ever fully used this glitter, so I don't know how it was open, let alone fucking dumped out all over inside of the shoebox. Hey Karen. Yeah, I don't know, but like, I don't want to waste it either. Like, this is some of my Madame Glam glitter, which is actually some of the more expensive glitter than I have, and it's not a pigment, but it's like very fine. So I don't know. I don't see any other like big chunks left in here. And this, like I said, this is just what I was able to salvage, mind you. A lot of the other, like, I know you guys have probably like spilled glitter before. I don't know if you've ever spilled glitter this fine before. Like, obviously the finer it is, the less fucking fun it is to clean up. Hey, Mr. Shrado. I don't know. I was considering it, and I found this much glitter dumped out, and right now I'm just deciding if I want to put it back in put it back in the jar, or just like ditch it, dump it, throw it away, or if I want to like use it to do some sort of experiments. But I hadn't even finalized using this in the 12 days. I just thought it might possibly be something that could work with the purple that we're using for the sugar plum. I mean, not this fine. This is like, I would say this glitter is probably about as fine as you can get and have it not be pigment. Like, I don't know how it's coming across on camera. I'm also really dry. I'm not like not feeling well, not in my right mind, and not happy to find this. After at first I was like, where the hell did I stick that box with all the Christmas stuff in it? I thought I was like not gonna be able to find it, and then I remembered like, okay, I stuck it over here where it hopefully will be safe and out of the way. And then like which was like up on my bookshelf, like right, you almost can see it, like right to the side of there. And then I like took it down. I was like, what the actual fuck? I think I'm gonna put it back in. Hey Protos. No, you can talk about Hollow Knight. No, I knew it was coming, and then I don't know, all of a sudden it was fucking race time, and when I looked it was already over. So I'm baffled to how this one came open, you guys. I mean, I try to be really careful when I'm putting away my glitters, cuz like I don't want something like this to happen. I mean, I've spilled glitters before, but usually it's when I'm opening them. So let's just give ourselves a fold and try not to spill it pouring it back in here. Whoa. No, don't you go in there. You're not clean. Whoa. Okay. I mean, these do have kind of shallow threads. Like when I'm thinking about it right now, like it's not even a full fucking rotation around, but it shouldn't spill. I don't know. I'm very irritated with that, among other things. So, at least that's resolved. I've got glitter all over my mat now. That's the easiest way to get glitter off of silicone. Secondary usages for the lint roller. Anyway, for those of you that don't know, my controller's been giving me shit tons of issues lately. So last night I actually attempted a keyboard run of Hollow Knight, and shortly after I cut stream, like both of these just popped off, like literally just like, I'm not gonna say they flew across the room, but it wasn't like we had a little bit of lifting at the edge. It was like they were donezo. Donezo. White balance, you're kind of being weird. Probably because this is so... Here, let's try like that. For those of you who hadn't seen the... Oh, come on, camera. Can we focus? Can we focus? Can we white balance? Can we do anything properly here, camera? Fuck's sake, dude. Why? Why is today just, like, fucking with me? You guys. I really enjoyed wearing this. The lighter blue is more obviously lighter blue in person. So it takes away some of that, like, there we go. Somewhat 4th of July-ish feel. Hey, Music Gal. Yeah, I'm not sure how... I just knew I needed to, at the very least, do this. And I know I promised you guys that I would do it on stream. Since this is my first peel with the Holo Taco Peely base. Other than that, I don't know if I'm gonna do some 12 days or just like something simple for Thanksgiving, or just like I probably shouldn't leave them naked, but this mani is coming off. Hey Doc. Is it you still have that one on? It's kind of like I saw it on Instagram. It's like your color green with like some copper flakies, and then I think you matted it. Or do you have something else on, Musical? Oh, I forgot to... Hold on, you guys. I'm like, why are we so fucking wiggly? Well, because we have no additional support. So... Alright, there we go. Less wiggle. We are also not even. There. Yeah, that's okay. Anyway. Hey, two dudes. A companion? I'm intrigued, Dr. Crotron. Go for it. Bread. Oh, I said, is it still that one that's your color green with the copper flakies? Yeah, the copper flakies. I saw that on... I don't know if it was on Discord or Instagram. I saw it somewhere. Let's see this. I saw Red Dragon does make some keyboards, but their keyboards looked... I almost want to say cartoonish. So what is this? Oh, is it a keycap replacement? They're round. Huh. I want... So there's like more space. There's like more space in between the keys because they're round instead of square. I mean, it's like an interesting concept. Like, even when I was typing on a typewriter, because that's how fucking old I am. Like, the typewriter I had didn't have old schooly keys like that. It had regular, like, square keys. Yeah, I'll have to look at your reply to Dr. Crotron. I just, it's like I'm looking at them and it's like they have options that I don't even understand the options. Yeah, I don't even know what that would look like. I'm so frustrated with my controller and with my keyboard right now. So let's get to work on this. Let's at least find our edges. Cameras, please. Please play nice, cameras. Most of the options aren't a biggie. Yeah. I mean, some of them seem like pretty minor, and there's some stuff where it's like, well, I don't even know if I would use that. Like the macro keys. Like, I've never had a keyboard with macros. But some stuff, like whether I want it, I forget what they either said, tactile or linear. Is that what they... I mean, is that like how the keys press? Like, I don't even understand what that means. The edges feel really easy to find. Like, there's not any catching or lifting around the edges with these, but the edge still feels really easy to find for the most part, which is a bonus. It's always kind of a pain in the butt. Like, if you use peel off, you want it to stay, but you also do want it to come off easily. Well, no, I know not for Hollow Knight, but it's not going to be just for Hollow Knight, Dr. Crotron. I mean, it's going to be for all things keyboard. Oh, son, that's so nice to hear. You have a use. You always have a use, Dr. Crotron. If you don't know, your use is to just wait for the perfect moment to quote out-of-context things. That can happen in nail streams just as easily as it can in Hollow Knight. Linear, you have to push all the way down. Tactile equals have to push around half the way down. I wish I knew somebody with a mechanical keyboard to like. God, why I feel like my setup is just not. Every single thing is irritating me today. That's why I'm not sure it's a good idea to work on the 12 days. Because, like, before I was feeling pretty good about it, and today I'm just like, everything is trash. Yeah, I feel like probably that, I mean, just from like a nail standpoint, that does make sense. Yeah, so I was attempting Hollow Knight on my keyboard yesterday, Musical, and Dr. Crotron was shocked and offended when he saw my low profile keyboard that I was using. I mean, I know I don't. Did keyboards all used to be mechanical, and then they just switched to like this newish shit? Because if they used to be mechanical, then I should just be able to like delve into my memory of old keyboards to like. I mean, they're not like as hard as typewriter keys, but yeah, I mean, I understand that mechanical is like an actual. It's a thingy instead of a contact, right? Like a thingy. I know that mechanical is good, / better, / best, / preferred for gaming. Yeah. Like modern keyboards are more like controllers where you have the. I mean, that's like my super pleb understanding of it. Apple II, mechanical. Yeah. That was a long fucking time ago, Dr. Crotron. School? Because, I mean, all the computers in school were Apples. And I couldn't even, I mean, I would have to look and see what year was, do you know what year was the Apple II? What grade would I have been in? I mean, I was lucky enough to have computers in school from like kindergarten. Like I don't remember ever not having computers in school, but they were like, you know, chunky boys with, you know, 3.5-inch floppies. Or no, the big ones. What are the big ones? 3.5 are like the little guys. The big boys. The wide, thick discs. Brown switches? Did one of those I sent you have brown switches? I remember one of them had orange switches and one of them had red switches and one of them had... they all had pretty colors. Oregon Trail, dude. Number munchers. Or word munchers, but number munchers was better. Don't remember why. Browns are tactile, red are linear. Will I remember this information? I remember, you know, also speaking of like the keyboarding discussion that we've been having lately, I remember the cool kids in like, you know, whatever, 3rd, 4th grade. The cool kids used WASD for playing number munchers, and it blew my mind then too. Like, I've never fucking wrapped my head around WASD for movement. Even though I'm using basically a WASD layout, except like over a scotch. Excuse me. Okay, so we did this on Saturday. I was pleasantly surprised. Camera, don't turn off on me. I'm almost ready. I was super pleasantly surprised to get Holo Taco PR and to get not only the Holidays collection, but to get an assortment of base coats and top coats. So this particular manicure is Peely base, 1 coat black. We'll call it 1.5 layers of the glitters and 2 coats of, excuse me. I think I went with a super glossy. Somebody too, I think, was it, was it Kelly Marissa who was going to do a comparison of the top coats? I'm sure there's already probably a comparison out there too, but I remember seeing somebody just in like the recent couple days in a video on the holidays collection mentioning doing a comparison of the top coats. So this is worn really well. These literally both popped off at maybe 4 a.m. last night / this morning. Other than that, like there's not really any chipping going on. This corner, which is gamer's thumb, that's the corner that usually makes contact with the controller. I did have that. What? How did you just like literally jump out of the socket, charger? Okay, there's apparently a ghost in here. Or it was like already partially unplugged and just the force of gravity finally made it fall over. Like I just looked down and my phone charger is no longer plugged in. I did not unplug it because, as discussed in previous streams, my phone's a piece of shit and it needs to be plugged in all the time or I'm not going to have a phone. Anyway, had a little bit of lifting there Monday, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, I just stuck that back down with long lasting, and it's held the next several days. Tipware, yeah, quite a bit of tipware. But this is the peely base, not the long lasting base. General summarization of my feelings is it's worn really well for a peel off base. I don't know if I would have gotten that good a wear out of Ready for Takeoff with a manicure like this. So yeah, I like it. Hey, Amethyst. All right, so no, that's not. Let's make it nice. I feel like everything in my setup is just slightly off today, but I'm also kind of like aware of the fact that it's not actually my setup. Like it's fucking me, which is like not great, but you know, sometimes it be like that. Anyway, let's oh okay I see you, peely base. Fucking A, dude, that pinky was funny. Got a chuckle out of that. You see they're almost all coming off in really nice, like, solid peely pieces. Now, I also wonder, like, part of that, obviously, is the peely base. I think... I think part of that is also the super glossy taco, because a really nice, hard, thick taco makes for a better peel. But like, there's not, like, you know, that snotty residue that Ready for Takeoff leaves sometimes? There's not that. You guys, I'm gonna have to hit that sale. Caters, a year. Holy crap. Thank you so much, Caters, for the resub, for the 12 months of support. My mind, my mind isn't, I don't think if I were in a regular state of mind that my mind would be blown, but right now, my mind is a little bit blown. But like, you guys, not that I've never had a lovely peel like this with Ready for Takeoff. I mean, it's happened. But, the residue especially, I like. Yeah, I'm just like, they're not like completely hard. I'm just kind of like trying to judge their texture with the super glossy. I would love to try this with Sèche Vite, like as a comparison, to see like if it peels as nicely when paired with Sèche Vite. But, fuck, I dropped one. Fuck, I almost rolled over my toe. Peely, where did you go? Fuck. All the fucks! God damn it. Okay, there it is. I swear. Initial impressions, I like it. I like it a lot. Little bit of residue around the edges. I mean, that's going to happen with a peel off. That's like, you know, the part that wasn't on a peel off, which is also the part that keeps it, helps to keep it, cotton. Do I not have cotton over here? Oh, here it is. That helps to keep it, well adhered. What is the number 2? Is that a... Oh, it's a bit leader badge. Dirt. I still am not used to the new bit leader badges. I hope you're doing well, Caters. Just a little bit of... I haven't even refilled, like, my easily... My preferred bottle. That would be kind of an interesting comparison musicale, yeah. See how Ready for Takeoff likes the super glossy taco. Thank you, Dr. Crotron. I know, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. I know you're a keyboard nerd, so I trust your opinion. The taco too glossy. It's not. And it really, like, I didn't get a chance to get any sunlight pictures. If you're in Discord, you've seen what I got to deal with, which is gonna be the same for, like, you know, next 6 months. Gray, shitty, snow weather. But like it you know, it didn't get dull. I didn't feel like it got dull. The top coat I'm talking about, or anything like that. I really, overall, really liked how it all wore. Hardware. Oh. Pre-Thanksgiving prep. Good luck, son. And again, I'm so glad that you're feeling more relaxed now. Being like stressed and anxious is just one of the worst feelings. Because, like, you can't get away from it, and yet at the same time, you feel kind of foolish. At least, I mean, me. The squeak. A decent Best Buy. Well, God, I feel like the Best Buys around here don't even have keyboards displayed. Granted, I haven't spent a lot of time in them recently, but I was in one just a couple months ago when I picked up my hard drives. When they had those 10 terabyters on sale. So... part of me is tempted to do a test manicure, maybe not with the exact same manicure, but like with a similar like I said, I don't know. Okay, so we talked about getting an early start on 12 Days of Christmas, right? And then shit just keeps happening. And now it's like, oh, it's just about Thanksgiving, but we're almost ready to get started. But Thanksgiving is super, super late this year. It's going to be December this weekend, and I realized to myself that I am not getting very much of an early start. And I'm like, So, I don't know. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Music Gal. Because, like, I was looking at the calendar and I was like, well, I could start the series on the 8th. But if I start the series on the 8th and I don't get the nail art started today, if I don't get the nail art started until Saturday, like, I'm not really giving myself that much wiggle room. But I don't want to go. I don't know. I guess I don't have to start the series on a Sunday. Although I almost always do. Because, like, if I start it on the 8th, then it will be done the 20th, I guess? Or wait, the 19th. Yeah, 7 plus 5. Yeah, so if I started it on the 8th, it would complete on the 19th. So, I mean, I could push it back up to 6 days. But I know some people really like having the designs earlier in December. Like people that are actually gonna do the nail art and not just look at it. Wait, the novelty of what? Did I miss? I'm gonna do just a little bit of cuticles. It's a horrible legacy. It was really getting on my nerves yesterday. I don't know what the hell Drive Services does, or why the hell it always opens itself after I've closed it, or why the hell it takes up like 30 to 40% of my CPU. But it needs to get the fuck out of here and go die in a hole. Ugh, these cuticles, you guys. I mean, it doesn't do this. It's not the same situation as with the other recovery media message that I used to keep getting. But, in some ways, it's almost worse. Getting this little... You guys see that hangnail there? We don't want your kind around here. No hangnails allowed. So, I don't know. I brought up a cup of water. Like, I had, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if testing would be very productive right now given my current mindset. It's just like putting something sparkly on my nails and calling it a day. Because I know what I would put on my nails for Thanksgiving. Camera. Well, out of focus shows the holo better anyway. But I still wish you would focus, camera. The shininess just... Was talking to Ref about cameras the other day, because he was saying he was looking to get one maybe, and that he was saying his wife does crochet also that would maybe use the camera. And I said, you know, this is a good camera, but I firmly believe, I mean, it'll focus on my fingers. I firmly believe that it's the shininess that really messes with it most of the time. There's a good shot. For 2 seconds. Anyway. Oh, the novelty of watching a movie on the BZ. Yeah. Well, I was like, it was getting late, and I was like, maybe I should just blow this off, and I'm tired, and I was like, you know what? No. Number one. Because I didn't want to walk around with missing 2 peelies. And I didn't want to do the peel off stream because it was my first Holo Taco peel, and I wanted to share that with you guys. But yeah, I don't know. It's just been kind of a weird day, and tomorrow's going to be weird. So, my mood has also decided to be weird. Yeah, my cuticles are a mess. It's so dry. And I always get just a little bit nervous when I shovel that I'm going to break a nail. Because sometimes it's just like, I don't know, you lose your grip on the shovel and before you know it, you've just had impact. You know, oh, this is, well, of course, we don't have a Bean over there anyway. This box is the box that's full of Christmas things, and Bean is in that little hole there. I have to make him come to the edge of the bed, like when I make the bed, so that he's not like under there suffocating in my head. I mean, it's not like the blanket is airtight, but he'll literally like, he'll want to stay like in the middle of the bed, and I'm like, okay, no, you have to scooch to the edge so that we can make you, you know, a little tent at the edge, and you can be able to breathe, Bean. So it's chilly. That I was also a little bit worried about that as far as like water marbling testing. Whenever it gets windy, it gets colder in here. I will have to talk to her later. And I did eventually remember to turn on my space heater, but I probably should have turned it on earlier, because I really do prefer it to be like, you know, 71, 72, really like 73 or warmer when I'm water marbling. And only just past the 70 degrees. And I feel like it's not even, like my thing over there says it, and I'm like, you're lying. Like, I feel chilly. I kind of want to put my sweater on or get a blanket and put it on my lap like an old lady. Ooh, we got another hangnail there. Can I get you just like that? Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I still don't know. Like, we're here with naked nails, and I still don't know. Am I gonna do some testing, or am I just gonna put on this rose gold? Yes, he is a bean burrito. Can we get a paw? Can we get a sign of life? He like, I don't know if you could see him. He like looked, but then he like declined to move. You swept the front and back porch. Yeah, we got the furnace at the end of October, like after there had already been a couple cold days, but like they did new duct work in the basement, but they didn't actually change the locations of any of the vents throughout the house. So I still have the same problem that I used to have, which is that the upstairs vent doesn't really push a lot of heat into my room. And as this house is over 100 years old, it's not got the best insulation, so whenever it starts getting windy, it just gets even chillier in here. And I was down, like, I don't like sleeping with the heater on, because then it, like, you know, space heaters are hard to like control. I mean, this one is, at least. It doesn't have like, you could just set a temperature. It's like, I gotta be fucking around with it, turning it on and off. I should have probably turned it on when I woke up, but I didn't. And then I went out and shoveled and took a shower, and then when I came up here, I was like, it's really cold in here. So I turned it on at that point, but of course it takes a while for the space heater to, it's like the radiator kind, so it takes a while for it to come up to temperature and radiate out enough heat to make things comfortable. They never came back to clean them up. When I was shoveling, it was kind of weird, because like in certain areas I would get down like to the ground, and there's like still green grass or green foliage, plants, whatever, and it's like, okay, but it's winter now. Like, this snow's not gonna melt. I can't entertain that at all, because it's an unrealistic thought. Like, it's winter here now, for real. We're getting more snow on Friday, and then more snow on Saturday. Yeah, those kind are nice. The kind I have is just like, it's like a little small radiator. And it has a temperature thing on it, but it's kind of, it's like, okay, no, you don't. This is a nice idea is about what this is. This is not effectual. I feel like this needs to get a little trim here. Get rid of this little hangy boy. Hangnails suck, dude. Can't our cuticles just get their shit together and, like, not do that anymore? That'd be great. How have we not evolved past the need for fucking cuticles? Of course, I say that, and then we'll start evolving past having fingernails, and then what will I do with myself? I also filed both my index nails a little bit. The ones that were really giving me trouble on stream were my ring fingers. And luckily, I didn't break one. I was thinking about it a couple times when I was, like, really kind of mashing the keyboard hard a little time. I'm a heavy-handed typer. Like, I'm kind of heavy-handed on controller, too. But I know I'm a heavy-handed typer. This stupid nail. And I was like, okay, like, be mindful. Like, you don't have to press that hard. But then when I would do that and I would think that, then I would get some cases where I would, like, not jump high enough, or it's like, okay, you're actually not pressing hard enough now, or not pressing for long enough, I guess I should say. I need to get that out of there. Let's just carefully snip, snip, snip. This, if there were any one, I mean, that's a little bit better, but, like, the side is still so, if there were any nail that I would like to use, like, an E-file on, I think it would be this one. To just, like, really get down in the side problem area. And just, like, like that. And then have it be better. That's a little better. Still. Better, not great. Like, it's just impossible. Impossible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 40 is gone for me till at least, like, April or May. Windstorms. Wind can be really dangerous too. Plus, it just makes things unpleasant. Like, you go out and you just can't even, like, you can't go out without getting shit in your eyes because things are just getting blown around so much. More hangnaily stuff. Yeah, see? Get... Oh! Okay, I'm gonna nip this in the bud, so to speak. I feel like I didn't get it low enough. Like, it's just gonna respawn itself. I hate hangnails. They're so irritating. They're so difficult to effectively deal with, I feel like. And I just have some fingers that are so much more prone to them than others. It's like, why can't you all just act right? Brown switches will help with that, with the heavy-handedness. Entropy. Am I pronouncing that properly? Ooh, that was loud. Sorry. Loud and chimey. Okay. That's about as good as those two are gonna get. Let me just do my thumb. Hey, Anne. Did I say hello to you? Oh, going somewhere where you need coats. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I won't have to be heavy-handed because it won't be like gotta push it all the way. Yeah, I see what you mean, Doc. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to rate my progress with keyboard, like what I did last night. Like, I mean, I understand that it was passable, but, like, I don't know. And I know, like you said, I should give it, like, some weeks. I'm not giving up on it. I really want to go back to controller, though. Like, I like controller. Like, I feel so comfortable on controller. But I also, like, there's a part of me that's like, controller is the comfort zone. And my one rule with getting better at Hollow Knight is to move out of your comfort zone. Like, do the shit that makes you uncomfortable. Like Wingless Radiance. You know, if you just stick with your shit that you're comfortable with, then you're not going to be better. And I'm like, you know, keyboard is probably falls under that heading, even if I don't want to admit it. I think I've got a small break here. Fuck. At first I thought it was just like some weirdly placed cuticle, but now I think I maybe have a really low... Well, this is really hard to tell. No, well... Like, I don't usually get breaks this low. And there's so much, like, dead cuticle around it that it's hard to, like... Trying to, like, get to the edge and see. Oh, yeah, that's a break. Fucking A, dude. I mean, like, I don't... It's really low. I don't know that there's anything I can do about that right now. See, like, there's like... Camera, please. Camera, please. You know, this stuff is like cuticle that needs to come away. But now I have to be extra careful because now there's a weak point there. Right next to it. Man, I wonder if I did that shoveling. Fuck, dude. I mean, that's gonna take like 4 months to grow out, you guys. Okay. Not bad butt spot, but butt board would have been better. Yeah, it will. So, like, you can kind of see, like, my nails are kind of weird right now. They're not... Camera. Most of my nails have a pretty straight across free edge. My thumbs really curve. So this is like at the very, very bottom of the free edge here because it like curves. It curves down around there. But obviously I can't cut my nail that low because all the rest of this is flesh. Let me just... Okay. Let me buff it a little bit so it's smooth. Like, I'm tempted to maybe gel polish it a little. I don't really want to get out the ASP gel because that's so thick and that's kind of a hassle. It's harder to control. And... like, it's so low that I can't really lift it to get it in there to glue it down. It's like, at this point, I just need to even attempt to do a repair, I just needed to get it to grow out a little bit without ripping anymore. Yo, If you need to pretend again, you could just go back in your little room and close the door. Put in some headphones and listen to some old school music. Bop out a little bit, and then you can return back to reality. Oh, I probably should actually take this thumb down a little more. If I do go back to keyboard anytime this week, or back to controller anytime this week, it was already giving me issues as short as it was, and also like shortening it down will lessen the chance of it getting caught on anything and exacerbating the rip. So like we already didn't have much, it's short, not much going past the edge of my thumb, but we're going to get rid of everything that's past the edge for right now. Which doesn't make me happy, because then you get that, like, you feel like you have child hands, like you have an itch and you can't even scratch your own itch because you just don't even have anything past the tip of your finger. Sometimes, like, this stuff is basically super glue. Except the problem with this right now, and I don't have another bottle. Y'all can see that, right? Is glommy. Only reason I haven't thrown this away is because it's still useful for certain things that are not nail related, like sticking stickers on the bottom of bottles. I really need a new bottle of nail glue for emergencies like this. I mean, just to give it a little reinforcement. Because, like, freshly purchased nail glue is water thin is perhaps not quite accurate, but like it's thin enough that I wouldn't need to try to lift up the edge of this tiny break that's inside of my flesh. I could just like dab the glue on there, and it's thin enough that it would seep like into the break and help hold it together that way. Dip it in what? I don't have dip powder. Dip it, dun dun dip it real good, dun dun. Excuse me, that was horrible. My bad. I don't like the idea of dip powder. I don't know. I mean, of course, I would rather just not get breaks, but most breaks, God, it's been such a long time since I've had a break this low on my thumb. It's just like frustrating. Like, that's why I used to never be able to get my thumbs to grow. I would always get breaks, and then as a protective measure, I would need to keep my thumbnails really short. But, yeah, I don't know. I can't see myself doing dip. Okay. Now we got a very short nail. I probably should take this one down a little bit, too. Celery. Wait, what? Oh, more celery than any human could possibly need. Clark-like celery, which I feel like is a little bit weird for a dog. Working a little bit on my left thumb now. You guys could probably hear it, like the filing action, which is just, I mean, like I could try to get like. So it's too awkward. I'm sorry. I like to get it on camera. Plus, then the camera probably is not even focusing because the camera's a dick. 4 for $5. I mean, that seems super cheap. I mean, I know celery is not like an expensive vegetable. Ants on a log. Did you ever? Because we're pretty close in age, Dr. Curtron. Did you ever, as a child, get to read the book Elephant Bread? It was kind of like a recipe book, but it also had like little stories. Had elephant bread, ants on a log. I don't remember what else. Strawberry, some sort of strawberry milk, I think. Cream cheese and seasoning salt. The feeling when you are a 12-year-old trapped in a 40-year-old feller's body. Yeah, the feels. Just imagine, Dr. Crotron got another good few decades of that feeling. My grandma even said that, you know, she was almost 90. She said she had felt the same in her head since she was 12. So you're probably not going to one day wake up and be like, "Hey, I'm 40 now." Like, no, you're 12. Well, you got to come up with something else to use celery for, son. Maybe some homemade tartar sauce, if you're down for celery in that. I kind of like some crunch in tartar sauce, like some celery and some like some pickles. Okay, so I think Music Gal had a really good idea. I think what we're gonna do is a Seche Vite, super glossy, peely, ready for takeoff showdown. Showdown. Who will remain standing? I mean, it's not going to be that dramatic. Just like to see how things react. You want adult beverage? Well, can you not have adult beverage, Amethyst? Have adult beverage. The builder in the bottle. That's kind of like, that's more of like a gel consistency, isn't it, Anne? What makes it different from gel? Like, if I were gonna patch this with something right now, given that I don't have any decent glue, I would probably go for like gel polish. Veggies and dip. Yeah. Celery is an excellent dip vehicle because, I don't know, what is it about celery that like dips stick to it? Like, you ever have something and like you want to dip it and you try to dip and it's like it just like slickly falls off, like trying to dip an apple into something and the apple's just like a little bit too juicy and then the dip just won't even stick to it. Oh. Well, I don't know. I'm not a parent. I'm gonna be like, well, you don't have to get drunk. Just have a little bit of liquor. But no, I suppose that you have a point. Okay, we have. I need to clean this out. We got all kind of glitter residue left in here, so let me just clean that out real quick. Yeah, I think I'll be happier with this, and then like get rid of this funky mood that I'm in before we start working on 12 Days of Christmas. And I'll push back the start date. It's, you know, I kind of like getting it out early, but like really as long as it's going and done before Christmas. I mean, really, if I really wanted to give myself some space, okay, so traditionally, how many of you know this? Raise your hand, class. The 12 days of Christmas are not the 12 days leading up to Christmas. They're the 12 days after Christmas. Like, really, I could stretch this to New Year's or even a little bit beyond. I'm not going to, but I mean, I could. But if I push it back from the 8th a little bit, then starting on Saturday is still like quite of a head start. I mean, I would like to... I'm not going to push it like a whole week, but it would be nice if I could just do like every other-ish day instead of every single fucking day. Not that I don't love doing nail art. If it was only nail art, I could do nail art every single day, but editing every fucking day makes me go crazy. Soybean butter. I don't know that I've ever had soybean butter, but it feels like the idea of it in my head feels kind of like You're trying to be something that you're not, soybeans. Maybe like cashew butter. Can you do cashews? Cashew butter. Cashews do some pretty freaking good things. Oh, did you see that movement? Was that part of the blanket that's on camera or not? Beanie. Beanie. He's so comfortable. Like, okay, how many people have cats that will do this? He's already been in there for about over 2 hours. Yeah, we've had that. Okay, weird or not weird, y'all can vote. Raisins in your stuffing? And also stuffing or dressing. There is a difference. Do you know the difference? It's like quiz night here, apparently. Yeah. Well, and two, it's like, not just as far as your alertness, but like, shit, if something did happen, maybe you could deal with it. But then what if it was something that needed you to drive somewhere, and then that would be a problem. So yeah, no. Let me not be like, just drink, Amethyst. Fucking A. Like, no, don't drink until your hubby comes home. Was he a good Tiberius and didn't burn down the house, Dr. Crotron? Orthodox Christmas, which is the 7th of January. Yeah. Yeah. My tree nut allergy is so weird. Like, some are so much worse than others. I think I've told you guys before. I can have peanuts. I can have cashews. I can have pistachios. Pecans and walnuts are the worst as far as like setting me off. Like, I usually buy my dad in-shell nuts for Christmas, but I'm like, please don't eat them around me, because even when he like starts cracking them, like, I get itchy. We always have stuffing. When we would get together, like, as a family, there would also usually be like an extra thing of dressing in case of running out of stuffing. A sealed fake gas log, California friendly type. Yeah, peanuts are legumes. Cashews are actually like the center of a fruit. And I believe pistachios grow on bushes, not on trees. So, and then there's stuff that I'm actually not certain if I'm allergic to. And I'm like, well, I probably actually, now that I think about this, I'm not allergic, but I also don't want to risk it. Like pine nuts. Like, wouldn't those technically kind of be a seed, more like sunflower seeds? But they're not called pine seeds. What do we got here? That's just a little rough spot. My rule is just generally better safe than sorry. I don't really have a taste for most nuts anyway. It's not like I know what I'm missing out on. So if I'm skeptical or sketchy, it's just better to pass. Uh-oh. Dropping frames. Are we okay? Okay. I apologize for the dropped frames there. Like, OBS went red just for a second. Looks like I dropped like 124 frames, which is not like a ton, considering we stream at 60 frames per second, so I dropped like 2 seconds worth of frames. But usually I don't drop any frames. I know that people talk bad about Comcast, but Comcast usually does me pretty right. Because I stream a fair amount, and to do like a 6 or 7 hour stream with 0 dropped frames, I feel like is really good. Yeah. See, I like stuffing better. Even though I'm like not even the hugest fan of turkey, like turkey. But stuffing. But don't Don't pre-stuff your bird, boys and girls. It's one thing I do know. I've never done a turkey, but like that's when it gets like salmonella-y. If you like stuff the turkey and then stick it back in the fridge with the stuffing inside of it. Stuff your bird the morning of. Fucking rosemary, hell yeah. Who is it? Byerly's? Is it Byerly's that has this delicious rosemary bread? Get some of that and get like some Gouda or some brie. Dude. So, I'm just debating here, like, which hand do we want to do Holo Taco and Seche Vite, and which hand do we want to do und and Holo Taco? I feel like usually if I'm going to have problems with things, I have problems with my right hand because it's my dominant hand, even though I'm on the ambidextrous side. So let's do the Ready for Takeoff on my left hand to give it all the benefits of not being on my dominant hand, and to give Holo Taco all the challenges of being on my dominant hand. Although, I mean, like we saw, if you must know, the left peely popped off first and then the right peely for the previous manicure. Spatchcock? Is that like when you like and then you like the turkey? Oh my gosh, it actually makes you sick, Amethyst? That sucks. Rosemary's so yummy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm a very picky eater, but I like a lot of stuff, and I like a lot of things that a lot of people probably think are not delicious. And I also dislike a lot of things that people do think are delicious. Like cilantro can go to hell. Cilantro can absolutely go to hell, along with just about any kind of pepper. Hot or not. I mean, I also cannot do spice. Like, my maximum spice level is probably what most people would consider mild. And it's like, no, I can't. Don't make it any hotter than that. Not if you want me to eat it. But, on the other hand, I like tofu. I'm trying to think of something else weird that I like. I don't know. But that's fine. To each their own. I don't feel like you're hurting anybody by being picky with your food. As long as you don't, necessarily expect people to cater to it. Oh, yeah. That would be cool. Like with little kernels, Musical. Yeah, for several years I've kind of wanted to do a cornucopia. Whoa. Stop. I was just about to go straight into the next hand. For several years I've wanted to do like cornucopia nails, and then every year I'm like, it's too ambitious. Too ambitious. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Amethyst. Tofu tastes like what you cook it with. But some people are just like, whoa, tofu. Yeah. My mom one time, when she was at Solo, which is I don't want to call it a secondhand grocery store because it's not exactly like secondhand. But some of the shit they have in there is like shit that other stores have gotten rid of. But they actually have a really good butcher. And she was in there one time getting spicy head cheese. If you don't know what head cheese is, like, that's what I think about that. And the lady was like, who are you getting this for? She was like, myself. I was like, well, I don't believe you. She cut her a piece of head cheese to eat, like right there to like prove that she liked to eat the spicy head cheese. My mom was like, thank you for the sample. I don't know. You can't. Like, what is, I don't know. I mean, maybe there is like some relation to your taste buds ethnicity and your tolerance for spicy food, but like both my parents love spicy food. And I cannot. Hot sauce, all that shit. I mean, hot sauce always been a staple in my house, and it's like, no. Ever since I was a child, no. Okay. Trying to make sure this is a thin coat. No, you can't expect anybody to love everything. The texture, not the but there's multiple textures. Like there's super extra firm tofu, and there's like spectrum all the way to silky tofu. And then like how you cook it depends on the texture too. Yeah, that's actually kind of a cool idea, Amethyst. I kind of want to do like the traditional like horn cornucopia though, and then I'm like, can I even fucking fit that on my nails? Like maybe back in the Talon days I could have. Shooting things whilst hanging and typing. I'll forgive your usage of the improper too, Dr. Crotron. Yeah. I can do a little bit of a spicy wing as long as I have adequate blue cheese dressing. Blue cheese, not ranch. Fuck ranch. Hot take, don't at me. Fuck ranch. What else do I not like? Rutabagas. Fuck rutabagas. What is on your bottom? Why are you snaggy? Oh, glitters. Glitters on your bottom. There we go. Yeah. Sometimes Chinese places, a lot of times hot and sour soup will have it in them. Little pieces. Some Chinese places will do like a really nice deep fried tofu. Okay, so we'll see if we need 2 or 3 coats of this, kind of depending on how it applies. We might need 3 if I restrain myself and do thin coats. Such pretty color. You can't eat food on a bone. Wait a minute. I feel like not shocked by that, son, but kind of shocked. I feel like we must have talked about this before. Cause that, like, so many good foods come on a bone, like ribs. Real chicken wings. I mean, like boneless chicken wings. You guys know. I hope you guys know those are not wings. They're just like small pieces of fucking chicken. Like I don't know who even started. Whoa, God, look at that on camera. Could get away with 1 coat on camera. Like whoever started calling them boneless wings. Like that's not. Fuck blue cheese, Ann says. No, like they're not. That's not a wing, dude. Don't try to call that a wing. Spicy tenders. Yes, tenders are yummy. Wait, unbreaded tenders? So wait, you can't, are you saying you don't like breading either, son? It gets cut off before eating, so it's okay. Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people, I think, like blue cheese and ranch. I mean, there's even such a thing as like blue cheese ranch, like ranch with like actual blue cheese in it. Yeah, I don't know when I started really disliking ranch, and I also don't know like when ranch became so prevalent that it's like everywhere. Also, this does not apply to Cool Ranch Doritos. That's a different thing. That's Cool Ranch. And it's cool with me. You can kind of see his little arm. Beanie, beanie. He hears me. I see his ear twitch. The textures, well, I can accept that because, well, like it would matter if I couldn't accept it, but texture is a big thing to me too. Like certain textures I gotta nope right out on. Oh, by accident. Okay, that chicken sounds good. Okay, you guys, guess what? Guess what? As usual, I haven't eaten before stream. Because if I had eaten before stream, who knows what the fuck time it would have gotten to. And now, like, I was fine for a minute, but now I'm hungry. 8 hours later into our food discussion. This is really... Camera. It can, well, I was going to say it could handle the thumb, but not the whole hand. It's so pretty. Yeah, it's not quite as, like, part of it is like the slightly out of focusness is like increasing the glitter reflect on camera. I wonder if I go over here if you guys could see. No, not. Yeah, actually, there you can. I think the visible nail line is a lot more obvious on this camera. Like, you can... I can plainly see my tips there. But yeah, on here, it's almost like, well, just go for it. But also, I mean, like... for peels, like we were discussing earlier, like a slightly thicker peely, you're always going to have a better peel than a not thick peely. Of course, we probably will do 2 coats of top coat. I'm almost tempted, except I think I'm probably not going to, because it's so similar to Sèche Vite. I'm almost tempted to see if I can find my bottle of Vive, Sèche Vive. But I don't think I'm going to bother. Try to keep, well, it doesn't really matter. I'm saying, sitting here trying to keep the first layers consistent. Yeah, it really, just on camera, you're just getting so much reflection. I think can we get a close-up focus camera today? Maybe. Oh, I touched it. Oh, I touched it a lot. Fucking A. God damn it. There, it's fine. Come on. There, you can kind of see some of the patchiness, like particularly like toward the cuticle there. Ooh. I'm easily startled, apparently. Kittens. Hi, kittens. Thank you for the raid. I hope you're doing well. Or doing better, if not doing well. When I did it, Amethyst, it was, I used dish soap, Dawn. I have to imagine different kinds of soap are gonna slightly affect the outcome. Somebody told me on YouTube, too, that to get less depth to the bubbles, to use drier bubbles, like the kind of dried out ones that I was trying to avoid using. But I've heard like 4 different answers of how to make it not as textured. And there's probably even more than that. Like, so I've heard the size of the bubbles. I've heard the thickness of the top coat. Now I've heard the wetness of the bubbles. And also... oh, the application. I'm like, duh. Like, the harder you press the bubbles on, even though you're not, like, touching the nail with whatever you're applying it with. Like, if you press it on more, that you're going to have more more texture. So it's a technique that is fiddly. It's a fiddly technique. Thank you, Doc, for the shout out. Yes, rose gold. In fact, play rosé. Where's my label? Where's the label? There it is. Hello, Taco. Thank you, Christine. This one, did I say this when I was doing the initial thoughts on the collection? I think this one is my favorite out of the collection. I really like Midnight Spark also. But this feels a lot more unique. Yeah. Camera. There we go. We'll do one more coat in just a sec here. Yeah. Yeah, day at a time. Well, I hope you had a good stream. We're having a pretty good stream, even though I've had some frustrations on stream too. The spilled glitter right beforehand really literally almost sent me over the edge. I was like that. Oh, you know, I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a huge shopper at the best of time. And even when my family gave gifts, it wasn't like a huge gift extravaganza. We drew names. But so many people, like, it's like all about the gifts. And like this Black Friday, I heard a sale on the radio, and it's like, get there by 2:00 on Thursday. I'm like, what the fuck? And who thinks this is okay? You should be sitting around at 2:00 on a Thursday, smelling that turkey getting cooked. You shouldn't be out standing in line waiting for the store to open for Black Friday at 2:00 in the afternoon on Thursday. That's really good. Okay, now you guys can see the difference though. Like, these look fine on camera, but that's like, whoa. Definitely think 2 coats is fine. Especially since this is just on till Saturday. Wait, that's 3 days. Why do I think today is Thursday? Obviously tomorrow Thanksgiving is Thursday. Yeah, exactly. You know, I'm not, yeah. I don't like shopping with normal levels of crowds. Like, you see these videos of people just, you know, or like, you know, it's mine, no, it's mine, oh, you know, like playing tug of war with the, you know, 5 whatever super cheap little things that they had in their ad to draw everybody in. The loss leaders. All right, I am being a little bit lazy. Instead of doing like a thin coat, like the second coat is, I'm trying not to glom it on, but it is a thicker coat. Like, I want this to just be opaque in 2, so I'm making that happen. Some of these from the collection are easily opaque in 2. Some of them obviously need 3. I would say that Play Rosé is kind of in the middle. It could go either way. But yeah, it's like, man, I feel so sorry for these retail people that can't even, you know, spend the actual proper Thanksgiving day with their family. It feels like such bullshit to me. Yeah, see, that's not too bad, son. Yeah. Hey, Dino. We are in your lane. We're working on a little Thanksgiving manicure and a little experiment. The experiment being, so for anybody that's just joining us, the start of the stream was me peeling off my Holo taco stripes The holiday stripes. Dino, did you miss that whole stream? Have you seen the VOD? I feel like you were not here because somebody was like, oh my god, how is Dino missing this? And the peel went really well, and I was kind of musing about, I wonder if it was the base, or if it was the top, or if it was a combination of them both. And so here on this one, we've got Unt on one hand that is going to get topped with Seche Vite. And on the other hand, we've got Peely Base, which is going to be... No, wait. We've got Unt on one hand, which is going to be topped with Super Glossy Taco, and we've got Peely Base on the other hand, which is going to be topped with Seche Vite. And we're going to see how that all works out. Yeah, so they're here. You can see. The VOD's still there, too. It'll make it up to YouTube. I actually probably should do that tonight so it can go up tomorrow. I don't know that anybody's going to be watching YouTube on Thanksgiving, but I usually try to not necessarily upload every single day, but have like a day in between. So like tutorial upload, and then a day, and then have the extended tutorial go up. These are the other colors of the collection. They're really good. They're super good. I'm sorry, Auntie, I can't come. I've got to work. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. Trying to make sure, like with glitters like this, like you can have a tendency to get bald patches toward the tip of the nail if you stroke too hard as you're painting. Do you know what I mean? You end up pulling it off the tip of the nail, and it looks like you have tip wear before you've even started. This is also a good example of this one is still fully wet, and this one is dried down just a little bit, and it's looking more textured already, where this is still has that more smooth wet look. Maybe at the end, Dino. We did a bunch of flashlight time. I might have forgotten to do flashlight time at the very end on the finished manicure, but I do remember I did flashlight time on the bottles and on the swatches. I don't want to mess with the flashlights while my nails are wet though, because I don't think I'm capable of being that dexterous at the moment, and I don't want to have to redo anything. We might do just a little tiny bit of cleanup too to even out the cuticle section. Oh, come on, camera! Can you guys hear my stomach? Ooh, there we go. I love this. It really is. See, I get too close to the camera and then I get into the shadowy area of the desk. It really is kind of not quite mannequin hands, but I really like it on me. But I think it would also go well on most people. Like it's a very warm, neutral rose gold. Almost copper, but just pink enough not to be copper. Even though sometimes copper is pretty pink. You suck at cooking, yes you totally suck. And make sure to wang jangle it in the onion. No, I don't know. It's been a while since I watched them. I love it. They're very, like, I don't know, have a very distinct style and very entertaining, and you might even actually learn a little something. And then at the end, there's almost always like more songs and also puppers. Googly eyes always help, yeah. A catastrophe? Oh no, Dino. I have my perfect mannequin hand polish that is not a holo is one of the neutrals from Formula X by Sephora. Which I don't know, does anybody shop at Sephora? Do they still even have that nail polish line? There's a neutral cream in that. It's one of the ones that I used in the Work Appropriate water marble. It literally is a match. It is Wednesday, which, I mean, I don't know why I keep thinking it's Thursday, because Wednesday is normal midweek manicure day. That's gone from Sephora. Blah, blah, blah. That's gone from Sephora a couple of years ago. Yeah, I mean that didn't last that long then. Because when did I do that? 2012 or 13? When they had that launch and I did all that stuff for them. It's a shame. It was pretty nice polish. It was kind of spendy though. Like all the polish that like gets in like that super high end price range, it's like, you know, I don't know that you're really all that when it's not. I mean, like, there's indie prices compared to like drugstore prices. But it's like when all you have is a cream polish that doesn't seem any different from anybody else's cream polish. Like, how do you think anybody's gonna want to spend, what was it, like $24 a bottle or something? Maybe my memory is off, but I feel like it was expensive, and it felt like it was just expensive because it was Sephora, not because it was anything special. You know, like indie polishes get to be expensive because they're packed full of holo glitter or, you know, multi-chrome or stuff like that. I feel like I need to, yeah. Yeah, 6. But I mean, like, I don't know. Do they have a different nail polish line then, or did they just like go like, well, I guess Sephora doesn't make nail polish? Okay. Carefully wrapping the shortest of short nails now. Yeah, isn't Deborah Lippman like fucking $30 a bottle or something? Like, he's retreated even deeper in there again. Beanie. Bean. Bean. There's not going to be any more Beanie sighting than what you guys have already seen, I think. Oh, Beanie! Come on. There's room for beans. Hello. Yes, hello. Oh, you so sleepy? What a good boy. I don't know if I can get you treats right now. My nails are super wet. I didn't really expect you to come out. Yeah, who's good boy? Oh, yes, his name is Beanie. Yeah, hi, pal. Were you so comfy inside that burrito? I feel like I maybe have a couple Deborah Lippmans that I got somewhere like TJ Maxx or something, but I don't know if that's even a thing that happens. But maybe I do. If I do, it's not more than a handful. I'm so surprised he came out. Like, he literally didn't even budge when I was talking to him right there. And then he just, like, decided to emerge. I'm gonna just try and clean these up a small bit, so that we don't have glitter in our crevices. You don't want glitter in your crevices, you guys. Pretty much any crevice is not a place for glitter. Yeah. I mean, there's a surprising amount of expensive nail polishes out there that it's like, I don't even understand why it's expensive other than the... Like, who is Deborah Lippman? Like, I only know her as the expensive nail polish lady. Is she like a designer? Does she do makeup? Is there Deborah Lippman makeup or something? Or is she strictly just like expensive ass nail polish? That's why he came out. He had cleaning business to attend to. Make sure to get comfy, Bane. Yeah. Yeah. Agree, Amethyst. Yeah. I'll make some exceptions from time to time. But the majority of my more expensive polish, well, the majority of all my polish, I try to get on sale. Because, like, Zoya's $10 a bottle now. But I almost always get them 50% off. Because they have so many sales. And I have a few, like, indies. Who was it? It was either Fun Lacquer or ILNP. I kind of think it was Fun Lacquer. Have you guys seen this on Instagram? It's called, fucking A. It was the prettiest thing. It's like I don't know. Or did somebody post it in Discord? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's like a recent thing. It's like just so much duochrome. I almost want to say it was called Birthday, but like I'm not confident in that because we were also talking about the birthday cake ink with Daggett. And I may be conflating the two. Hey, Moon Baby. Oh, so I maybe did not imagine getting Deborah Lippman at TJ Maxx. We'll see. We'll see on that mysterious future day when I actually have an organized collection. Okay, once this is done, we'll start in on our top coat, and I want to do 2 coats, I think, on both to make sure to smooth this all out. He's really getting into it over there. Should I move this? He's making up for all the time he was just an indistinguishable lump in the blankets with high quality bean content. Alright, these ones are actually not too bad. I kind of almost feel like I did a cleaner job on application on my right hand than I did on my left hand. Which sometimes is possible. I think it's because I'm being more patient and more careful as opposed to just like going for it. And then it actually pays off, and then it's like, well, wow, what if I actually was patient and careful with my dominant hand? Imagine that. You got, well, sorry, dog. Sorry. Every time I say it now, like even if I say it genuinely, I feel bad. I know, Dr. Crotron, but it's what I said. I didn't even mean it as a meme. I didn't, I swear. It was a genuine imagine. Okay. Top coat coming up in T minus 10 seconds. T minus 10 seconds on top coat. Okay. This hand has unt. This hand gets glossy taco. This hand has peely base. This hand gets sesh feet. Can we remember that for the next 2 to 3 minutes? Let's hope so. This will actually give me a chance to compare and show you guys also side by side. Like right now, I think you can pretty much see like there. Thanks, camera. These are sparkly, shiny, camera, glittery, holographic. Not glossy at the moment. Camera, come on, you did it. You did it. I know you can do it. Okay. They're pretty like this. There might be a moment when you really wanted this to be your look. All your dreams are realizing themselves. That's the best feeling. That is the best nail art feeling, Musical. I can't wait to see. What are you... I feel like we even discussed like how to do this before. But in my head, like I feel like a way to do it that would be kind of cool would be to do like kind of a chunky, like sponged or smooshy, and then kind of like trace out some kernels on top of that. But I don't know if that's what you're doing. Probably not. Probably not. So you guys, the super glossy, like it's not. It's about compared to Sesh Feet. Sesh Feet is thicker. Not by a lot. I would say this bottle of Sesh Feet is pretty good consistency because it's quite full. I just recently refilled it. Glossy Holo Taco is not quite that thick, but it is a thicker top coat. Oh, the honeycomb. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, Musical. I can't wait to see. I'm like visualizing, but like I can't wait to see. Like, yes, because yes. I love that idea. I love that. Okay. Super glossy taco on the ready for takeoff hand. Wow, that's like almost slightly too much for the pinky. Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate the matte glitter look, but the glossy look is so good. So better. For me. Texture-wise, actually, it's not that rough. I almost wonder, I might not need 2 coats. Interesting. I mean, I was being kind of careful when I was applying it. It's less rough than the stripes were. Possibly, I mean, just because of the application with the actual bottle brush allowed more of the jelly base to get applied. which obviously is going to do part of the job of filling in the glitter crevices. Glitter has its own crevices, but you don't want it in your crevices. But yeah, I'm glad that I touched that. Because in my head, it was rougher. I was going to compare it before I was shocked by its smoothness. I was going to kind of compare the current finish that it has to a pixie dust. But it's not quite. Pixie dusts are much rougher than this. Like they sit up in a way that would catch things. This is not fully smooth. You definitely feel texture, but it's not sharp and pokey. It wouldn't catch on anything. It wouldn't snag your hair. Glossy? Not glossy. It deepens the color a little bit, and I feel like it almost looks a little pinker glossy. More rose goldy and less coppery glossy. You guys see that too, or am I tripping? Okay. Right hand. Ready for takeoff. No, wait. Right hand. Peely base. Seche Vite top. Cranberry. Are you making your own cranberry sauce? Or whatever. Sometimes it's not a sauce. It's more like a gelled situation. What I want to say. What is the word for that? A compote? Maybe that's not the right word. I question my usage of that word. I'll just make sure, like, yeah, I did about the same application. It feels about the same. I'm wondering how these are going to feel after one coat, like the comparison. Like, is Seche Vite and the Super Glossy going to dry down the same? Or might one need a second coat while the other doesn't? And if one needs it and the other doesn't, do I still want to do two as far as like for the wear test and the peely test? Questions. This also reminds me of, there's a stone, like a gemstone, not like an expensive gemstone, but like it's kind of like pyrite, except it's not pyrite and it's more this color. Sunstone? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Compote is a good word. Okay, good. Yeah, I think you're right, Musical. I'm not super fond on cranberries, kind of period. Whereas my mom is like, she loves the cranberries. Yeah, we're dry to the touch here on the Glossy Taco side. Not quite. Okay, I didn't fuck that up, but I could tell that was not dry to the touch yet. That was kind of rushing it for the Seche Vite. I think they have very similar dry times. I mean, without like literally like having a timer and comparing. I mean, I've said before, like my kind of gauge for Seche Vite is you start, do the other hand, and then the first nail you did is done. Well, that's basically what I just did for Holo Taco. The thumb is also mostly dry to the touch, but I can tell it's not quite as dry as the pinky. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good reason, son. This got like a huge whiff when I took my drink of water. I guess I hadn't really noticed before. I don't make a habit of smelling nail polish a lot. I don't usually notice it like working from distance. But I think the super glossy taco actually smells a little bit stronger than Seche Vite. Where's the regular glossy? Zombie, 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 hey, 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 ho, 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 Okay. Okay, so the difference between the super glossy taco and the glossy taco is the amount of chemicals. The glossy taco also smells very strong, although it's not quite as sharp. I don't want to sit here and just like sniff nail polish all day. I just, like I said, I caught a whiff of it when I took a drink and it made me kind of curious. I thought that the regular glossy might smell less, but it doesn't really. It just smells different. I got you, Doc. So, and I mean, I waited quite a bit there, but yeah, Seche Vite's dry to the touch now. Like anybody that's like shocked, like please get you either one of these or some other fast drying top coat, because this will change your nail polish life. Of course, if we were, as discussed, you don't want to like get in there and gouge it. It's not 100% dry, but it's dry enough that you can not fuck shit up. It's dry enough for you to, you know, go to the bathroom without, you know, wondering how you're going to pull your pants down. And I kind of feel like I could get away with not a second coat. But I'm going to do a second coat in a minute here. Because I also feel like I can, like a little bit. Like I can see texture in a few places. And I can also see, like it's, oops, almost like really bashed them together. It's shiny now. It's not flawlessly glossy, if that makes sense. If my camera would focus, it would maybe make more sense. You guys see what I mean? Like in the reflection. Like how it's just not quite glassy. So we'll wait just a minute and then we'll do another layer. Yeah. Really, Musical? Oh. I wish I could remember like who I could give credit to. Like, I mean, I remember some of the first nail bloggers that I started following, like, and some of them, a lot of them, maybe fucking all of them don't blog anymore. But I don't remember in particular, like, who was like, you know, introduced me to Seche Vite. And like, another revelation for me when I like started my blog and stuff was that there was nail polish at Sally's. Like I had gone to Sally's for hair products before. How had I never noticed this wall of nail polish? How did I not have a clue what China Glaze was? Yeah, Sephora is kind of more, you know what I mean? A little more frou-frou. I mean, Ulta has plenty of top-end brands. I mean, I'm not a makeup junkie. We've discussed this before. You know, honestly, with the way I was feeling today, I almost didn't even do a face cam. And then I wouldn't even have had to put on eyebrows. So, you know. And then I was like, I really actually, I prefer streaming with a face cam. Because, I mean, I make, you know, stuff like that. Or just faces to camera or gestures or whatever. I somehow have developed a comfort level with the cam that I never expected to have. So I didn't want to not, since I was able to get myself like under control before I started streaming. But where was I going? Oh, makeup. Like Ulta has like higher-ish end brands in addition to like regular drugstore brands. So like, but I don't think Sephora has, like, you're not gonna find Maybelline in Sephora, period. So yeah, Butter London is super spendy. Yeah, makeup is just like, I don't know. I like makeup. I can really appreciate like good makeup and beautiful makeup. And, you know, like on my Pinterest boards, I have like an eyeshadow board. I have a fantasy makeup board. I got a lip art board and all this shit. But like when it comes right down to it, like number one, my skin only seems to be getting more and more sensitive as I get older. So I think about this right now. Yeah, my eczema outbreak on my eyelid is almost gone. But like it could come back up at any time, and like I'm just not trying to exacerbate any of that. Why can I not roll? Am I stuck on something? I'm not trying to exacerbate any of that with makeup. So we get some brows, we get a little bit of eyeliner. I look really tired if I stream without any eyeliner on. Like I know it's not always super visible, but I feel like it's a good thing. Those are my two makeup must-haves. And of course, like, I don't know, it doesn't really count as makeup, but y'all know. Lip balm. Good, like, moisturizing, like, lip balm. That just happens to smell like cake. It's EOS Vanilla Bean. But, like, I used to really like, scented lip balms, but then sometimes it's weird if you, like, are eating something and then your lips smell like grapefruit or something that's like off-putting to what you're eating. So I feel like for me the vanilla is neutral enough that I could just like wear it all the time without worrying about that. I have a handful of Butter Londons. Like sometimes even the most expensive polish, like at some point there's going to be a sale. Yeah, early in the morning, yeah, having to deal with it. Lip smackers. Lip smackers are still around, Amethyst. Man. Coolie kissers. Those I don't know none about. Yeah, I have a handful of high-end stuff. And I mean, I have like my, you know, half dozen to a dozen like ILNP and Fun. Like, those are high-end, but they're also like indie, but they're not like indie. They're not like printing your labels on your home printer indie, but they're not like the big brands either, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think we've had this discussion as well before, and I don't remember what our final decision was on what makes an indie brand an indie brand. Welcome, Alberto. Welcome to Sparkly Things. And a camera that frustrates me just as often as it pleases me. Camera, please. There we go. Lip Free Buzzing Lip Balm. Is it like beeswax? Like Burt's Bees? Burt's Bees I kind of like, but it's like a little bit too waxy for me. I think the EOS has to be, I don't know, maybe like shea butter or something in there. It's like a very not waxy, like it's smooth. Boutique, that's a great word for a music gal. You're here to learn about things. Well, let me teach you about adding a second layer of top coat to make sure that your glitter looks super smooth. Left hand, ready for takeoff, and super glossy. Every time I do a layer, I have to, God, where's the, every time I do a layer, I have to like check and make sure that I'm doing the right one. All right, so we'll get this. And then I don't know, as far as, yeah. Oh, just, I mean, you see that reflection in there and you just see how like smooth and wet it looks compared to the other nails. That's why we're doing our second coat. To get that wet, glossy, glassy. Wet, glossy, and glassy. And just a little bit sassy. Like, literally like that much sass. Unless we're talking about Beanie, and then he's full of sass. Who's a sassy boy? He's like, not really. Oh. So yeah, so I might stream tomorrow. Like, it's not a guaranteed stream, but I'm thinking that I'm maybe gonna want to. Because I'm gonna be home and, might be feeling some feels. I might have got most of my feeling out of the way today, but I don't know. So, and I know a lot of you guys may or may not be able to make it, but I know a lot of you guys also like don't have anything big going on Thanksgiving wise. So, I would like to, if I can squeeze it in, I would like to do that. Friday, 2 coats, 1 coat. Friday is basically Thanksgiving 2.0. Sorry. Where we go to my brother's house and help him eat leftovers. And I'm not currently sure if that's going to be an afternoon or an evening endeavor. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. It's like not my usual Friday family stuff, but it is family stuff. So maybe a Friday evening stream. Okay, you know what else I kind of like better about the super glossy taco? And it's not even something that I don't dislike Sesh Beats brush, but I feel like, what is it about? I feel like the Holo Taco brush is nicer. I'm not quite sure why, but I feel like it's a little bit better. Like maybe it has a little bit of a flatter profile instead of a rounder profile, so it automatically kind of does the more appropriate shape. I'm gonna have to pay a little bit more attention to that next time I apply it, but I recognize that I prefer it. So that's a thing. Like I said, not that I hate why am I having trouble saying it today? Sesh Beats brush. But I think Holo Taco wins there. Maybe you guys, wouldn't that be so sweet? What if Christine starts selling big old bottles of Holo Taco Super Glossy Taco? Like the Sesh Vite refill bottles. Like right now, Holo Taco Super Glossy Taco I love. But I already love Sesh Vite. Just staying home, me and my mom and my dad. My uncle might come. But yeah, we're not doing a family thing this year. Wait a minute, I missed something. Is that Dr. Crotron saying Beanie's gonna get in the closet? No, it's Amethyst saying he's gonna get in the closet. Still not gonna do your nails. No, it's fine. You don't have to do your nails. You can just let the sparkle and the glitter soothe you, Alberto. Yeah, and a lot of times this is just a plain manicure, but we do other stuff, like more complicated stuff. Somebody exclamation 10 to if you want to see everything I've ever done. Yeah, thanks, Amethyst. Yeah, son, but I mean just imagine going to see relatives is fun and you can't, then I'm sad for you. If going to relatives is not fun, if going to relatives is fun and you can't, then that sucks. If going to relatives is not fun and you can't, then that's a win. If going to relatives and it's fun and you can go, then enjoy yourself. And if going to relatives and they suck and you have to go, then stay strong. I hope that... Am I making sense? Luke, hi Luke. Hearts. I would do a hand heart thing, but I feel like that's kind of cheesy when I do that. And also I'm not confident that this second layer is fully dry yet, even though it probably is. I do with the toppers, with the Holo topper, because it does kind of help with the application. I don't mind it on the top coat. I don't feel as much like I care with the top coat, though, if that makes sense. I'm actually not sure. Do these have clear brushes? I bet they do. I bet they do underneath all this glitter. Yeah, the collection polishes, I don't know if you even can tell, but it just looks blue. I mean, at this point, you would be able to tell if that was a black brush. The collection polishes do also have clear bristles. One thing with the clear bristles, and it so far has not been a problem with the top coat. And I'm actually not sure if it's a bad thing or a good thing, because it kind of lets you know. One thing I've experienced with the Holo toppers is that sometimes they make the polish underneath of them bleed, and then you end up with like a little tiny bit of residue or color staining on the tip of the clear bristles. Oh no, oh, is he streaming, Luke? No, don't apologize for lurking. I'm just whining and complaining and making my nails sparkly so that at least I have one thing in my life that's not a disaster. In fact, now that I know that he is in fact streaming, maybe I'll raid over there. I was thinking about raiding Julia again, even though I raided last night, because she's doing a Bob Ross stream tonight, and I think that sounds pretty freaking cool. But a Jerry stream... Oh, you agree with not doing the hand heart. A Jerry stream is... going to see relatives is not fun. Who would ever say this? I mean, I get along with my relatives, so... You know... I don't know. I've got mixed feelings. You're sorry Luke was lurking. Yeah, I mean, people, I think a lot of people have, you know, stressful family holidays, and that's not cool. But, camera. If I zoom out a little bit, will you cooperate a little bit more, camera? Would that make you a little happier? Yes. Yeah, so at least we have... Oh, we are dry. I can stop being quite so... Like, my nails are wet. Like, even after 10 years of quick dry top coat, like, you still have that, like, my nails are wet feeling when they're... Amethyst. Thank you. Okay. But you don't want to have dinner with them. Okay, we'll do phone flashlight time too. That shows you a little bit more of the rainbows popping out. Ooh. I mean, how can rainbows not make you feel better? So, where's the other collection polishes? You're here, right, Dino? Or are you just like drooling over in the corner and don't want to drool on your keyboard? Frostlight's real pretty. That's for this one, and this one. Did you even get to see the Manicure, Dino? Ooh. Oh, this is why this is my close second for favorite in this collection, because like it's the darkest. It's by far the darkest, and so the Holo just like pops out. It's like and then the silver, of course. Dino stole Alberto's line. Let's see. Can I get a little bit more? All right, so that's the sucky flashlight. Phone flashlight. Oh, Beanie just so yawny. Yawny Beanie. My fingers are weird cubes now. These are known as nail polish bottles, Alberto. Okay, let's... Dino, please call help. If you feel palpitations of any sort, if you need somebody to hold your hand or to remind you to breathe, please breathe, Dino. Are we breathing? Please remember to breathe. Yeah. And as we discovered, we're a little bit out of focus here, but that actually works to our advantage with the Holo. And Dino, these are all phenomenal. You don't have to sponge them on. Like, they're glitters, but you don't gotta sponge them on. And yeah, that's fucking what's on my nails right now. That felt like a shot of drugs, honestly, you guys. Like, I literally just felt like my anxiety, like, this is why we paint our nails. Seriously, you guys. The wonderful thing, Alberto, is you can use nail polish on other things. Like, if you decide you just gotta have Holo on something, like, I'm sure we could find something of yours we could paint with the nail polish. I literally did. It was like my anxiety level literally just went down a notch. Just fucking, and you know what? If that's why you're watching, I hope that I have been able to do that for you this evening. Because when we talk about simple little pleasures, like, literally, you guys. Whole house smells like oranges. Yum. So you guys, that's gonna be it for me tonight. Let me see here. I think we're gonna go over to Jerry's stream. Although it's not anywhere near what we're working on right now. Oh my god, she is doing it. Julia, what if Julia, who I rated us over to the other day, she got a door, a full-size door in her P.O. box, and she is Bob Rossing it right now. But the leader of the porch, and Ash is doing Hollow Knight. Okay, we're gonna do a couple. I'm gonna do we're gonna do that. If you want to go see somebody paint a door in Bob Ross style, I'm gonna do that. If you need a Hollow Knight fix this evening, and I'm gonna do a raid over to Jerry. Oh, also, join my Discord. We now have more channels than ever. We have arts and crafts channel. We have suggestion box channel. We have I don't know. We got all kinds of channels in there. If there's more channels that you want, you could put them in the suggestion box channel. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Even though I would feel kind of left out, if you want to chat, like, I feel like during stream would be like an appropriate time to chat, or if you want to chat whenever, there is now a voice channel where you guys can hang out and like actually talk to each other if you like feel inspired to do so. Like, no pressure or whatever, but like, it might be cool. Thanks to Mrs. Shrado for that suggestion. That was the first suggestion. Yes. I hope you can have a nice day tomorrow, whether you're spending it with family or spending it by yourself, or you're not in the US and you're like, what the fuck is tomorrow? It's Thursday. Like, find something that is a simple little pleasure for you and do it up for, whether you just want to sit and just, oh. Are you looking at me like that because I'm making sounds, Benny, or because you can hear my tummy? I don't know. How does Beanie's Cam pick this up now? This doesn't show up as well on Beanie's Cam as the other Manicure did, but, whatever. To hear your voice, I don't know. Yeah, it's, well, is it because of the wah. He's kind of gone like that at me. Close your mouth. Close your little bean mouth. Anyway, this stream was random, but we managed to get a fabulous manicure done. Let me get this raid going. I'm trying not to start raids early because several times lately I've cut myself off by getting a ramble going after the raid is already going. But yeah, I need to get something in my stomach because I haven't eaten today. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I love my community. I'm thankful for my community. Um, and yeah, I hope you have a lovely evening, afternoon, or morning wherever you are. And as always, of course, as always, thanks for watching. Thank you, Amethyst. I, uh, yeah. I don't want to get sappy, but yeah. Look at, there's the heart. There's the heart. How do people do like a good heart and then like let you see that it's like a heart? There we go. It's a heart. I love you guys. I don't say that very often because it feels weird, but you know, I do. You guys let me ramble and be myself and paint my nails and hang out. And it's so much funner than painting my nails in my room all by myself. So, have a lovely day, and I hope I'll see you next time. And it is very special.
Oh, right when I was about to go take a break. With the perfectly timed raid. Thank you, Colin. Appreciate the raid. Welcome, everybody.
Good old Jerry.
There you go. And the 25-month resub.
25 months.
You guys are awesome.
Okay, remember to stop stream. Thank you all. YouTube future people. Yeah. If you want to see more of these, you can check out the previous live stream archive. Maybe previously, like way. I don't know when this is getting uploaded, but you should be able to find it. You can search Holiday on my channel. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe to my Simple Little Pleasures, and if you'd like to join me live, come follow at twitch.tv/ColetteMSLP. Thanks for watching.